Hello, I'm Ikibu, and today I will be your tank instructor. There are 5 different vehicle classes in World of Tanks, but in today's lesson we will focus on heavy and medium tanks. Together, these 2 vehicle types will make up the bulk of your team and form the backbone of any successful strategy. Keep in mind that most tank lines don't differentiate before Tier 4, and gameplay before that doesn't represent what you'll experience at higher tiers. So don't be surprised if not everything I say applies during your first battles. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's get the heaviest topic out of the way, heavy tanks. This class includes some of the most iconic tanks of World War II, such as the KV tanks, Churchills, and the legendary German Tigers. Heavies form the first line of attack on the battlefield, using their good protection to bounce enemy shots without taking any damage. They usually possess a high HP pool and damage per shot, which allows them to get the better of most opponents. Trading shots with heavy tanks is usually considered a bad idea, so don't try to take one of them face on unless you're out of options. The heaviest of them all, the German Maus tank, weighing in at a whopping 188 tons. The massive weight of these vehicles is due to their outstanding armour, which determines their playstyle as heavy tanks. Heavy tanks usually thrive in urban combat, where they can use buildings to take cover from artillery barrages and protect their flanks from more agile opponents. A small group of these machines covering each other can dominate tactical positions and can be difficult to remove even when they're outnumbered. If this sounds like your kind of tank, Soviet vehicles like the KV-1 at Tier 5, the IS-3 at Tier 8, and of course the IS-7 at Tier 10 are all well-rounded heavies, all very popular at their tier. With their strong turret armour and good gun depression, American heavies such as the T-29 at Tier 7 and the T-32 at Tier 8 are hull-down kings. Alternatively, German tanks like the infamous Maus, also known as super heavies, offer unmatched protection, but they won't be winning races anytime soon. Medium tanks are some of the most mass-produced tanks in history. Around 50,000 M4 Shermans were produced, but this still doesn't come close to the 84,000 Soviet T-34s that were made. As their name implies, medium tanks are the all-rounder class. They offer a balance of good mobility, concealment, armour, and firepower. Their mobility allows them to deliver damage where it's most needed on the battlefield. They are very adaptable and can choose to strike, or retreat depending on the situation. As medium, don't go face to face with heavies. Instead, use your superior agility to get to their flanks. And if you find yourself in a close quarters fight, try to run circles around your slower opponent while keeping them tracked. However, where mediums truly excel is in delivering coordinated assaults. Join other medium tanks to form a wolf pack and use superior numbers to hunt isolated prey that would usually be a challenge to take down on your own. At Tier 6, the Soviet T-34-85 and the British Cromwell are very popular mediums, with the former focused on firepower and the latter on speed and aggressive manoeuvring. They both lead to Tier 10 medium tank powerhouses in the form of the Object 430U and the Centurion Action X. If you're a fan of the American M4 Sherman, you'll be able to play with several different variants at Tier 5 and Tier 6, including the well-protected Jumbo and the agile Easy 8. They will lead you to a line of very versatile medium tanks topped by the M48 pattern, great in hold-down situations as is common for American tanks. That's all for our introduction to heavy and medium tanks. As you get to drive more of these vehicles, you will realise they have several subcategories, offering more unique gameplay options as well as the possibility to fulfil more specialised roles within your team. In a future lesson, we will discuss other vehicle classes. Make sure you subscribe to World of Tanks Europe so that you don't miss out.